Let's go.
Hello and welcome to our questions and answers session at the end of season 1 of Supercar Diaries. Really nice to have you guys with you, and my goodness, 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much. You guys are so awesome. We appreciate every single subscriber, and we are so amped every time we see you guys tapping away there, giving us your comments, your feelings, your thoughts, and keep them coming, even the harsh ones, because we are new in this. We only started Supercar Diaries in the beginning of September, so we can't be that great at it yet, and we look forward to hearing from you. So thank you very much for that. Keep it coming. And you can also give us your thoughts, ideas, opinions, and suggestions to season 2. We have a lineup already, but feel free, give us some in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Right, first question. When was Novitec founded? Novitec was founded in 1989 by Wolfgang Hagedorn at this very location that I'm sitting now, and you can see on these pictures over here what it looked like roundabout back then. And during those times, in the beginning phase, they were still tuning some smaller Italian cars, and this sort of just snowballed into what it is today rather quickly, as a matter of fact. Also, something just to say about this company that I adore is the fact that it is a family business, and all 3 generations are still active and currently active working in the company. You really feel that there's a family heart behind it. Bjorn, are you from Africa? Yes, I are from Africa. I was born in Cape Town, South Africa. 2.5 years later moved to Namibia, where I lived on a farm, then the Kalahari Desert and the Namib Desert, worked with animals that would have loved to eat you. And in Namibia, when we moved to the west coast in the Namib Desert, the most northern town on the west coast, before you get to the Skeleton Coast, you got lions and elephants and things on the beach. It's just crazy. I worked while I was at school, did correspondence schooling, and on Saturdays I would work at a garage, and my boss back then was a rally driver, and he actually we built the craziest cars, all of us. It was like Mad Max back then. Some Unimogs, Land Rovers, beach buggies, Congo buggies, Veeps and whatnot, all just, you know, slapped together, 4 different wheels, whatnot. And I think that's where it really started, the craziness for cars, collecting car magazines. Where later on, I actually, when I moved to Cape Town shortly before 20, I actually ended up working at the very company where I collected all these magazines from, Car Magazine in South Africa. I was a rookie car journalist over there, and yeah, never thought in my wildest dreams that one day we'll be sitting here, you and me, in one of the showrooms at Novitec and be doing this job. Fabulous. Just the love of cars. Awesome. Are we interested to work with in the future? It's a good question. I can't see into the future, but I'll tell you this. We currently work with Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati, McLaren, Rolls-Royce, and Tesla. And each of those brands have a variety of models that they produce, and we get all of them, every single one of them. And then we do our spin on it. So whether it's an Lago, whether it's just a Novitec version or whatnot. So we have a plethora of cars that we actually produce, and I will have to just see what time does. But so far we've got our hands full with the batch we are having. And speaking of which, next year is going to be super exciting. 2021, the stuff coming from there, oh my goodness, the Ferrari SF90, the SDO Huracan from Lamborghini, some really exciting cars. Don't want to give away too much, so keep your eyes peeled out for season 2 of Supercar Diaries. Would you be able to take a guest within one of your shows? That is a very good idea, as a matter of fact. Huh? That is a cool idea. Yes, thumbs up. Yes, we'd love to. Sometimes it's actually, I think it was in the 765 LT video, it really felt at some point it would have been so great just having somebody to share the feeling with, you know, sitting in the car alone. Scheidenleister. Yes, this is very quick. Bloody hell. I cannot tell you how direct the steering is in this car. I cannot describe it. The words fail me, to be honest. So maybe that is a way of just giving it a bit more reality, a bit more comprehension. So we'll figure out the details and the logistic. If you have some thoughts to that, give us those in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, and see how we're going to make that happen. 2021, we're going to get some of you to come and drive with us. How long does it take to shoot a video? Good question. It can take probably anything between 1 day and 3 days to shoot a video, and then anything between 3 and 5 days to edit it. That's if everything goes according to plan. And it depends on the car, and it depends on the show, if we're driving the car or not. I think that's probably the biggest thing for us, what takes the most time. Shooting a supercar is not that difficult if it's standing still, because the bloody thing's damn gorgeous. But then when it starts moving is when it starts getting complicated. Thinking back of the McLaren GTR that we did film back then, at least then it wasn't roadworthy yet. Next year, I'm told it will be, and we'll probably get to do another stint with it. But back then, everywhere we wanted to film with it, we actually had to take it down a truck. It takes uploading the car into a truck. You have no idea how fussy that is. The spaces on the side like this, it's so incredibly low. So the utmost caution and care needs to be taken, because as we said in the film, these cars are expensive. That car costs more than €1.5 million, and any dent, scratch or anything as such, just boom, costs so much money. So yeah, and then apart from that, just in general, driving the cost. 2 of the videos that you saw in season 1, I actually refilmed it, because the first time I drove it, my driving was so pathetic, I fell asleep cutting the film. It was terrible, and it was not, it was fear-ridden. Driving these cars, knowing what they cost, knowing that they've got sometimes 900 horsepower, and just once you've finished installing the cameras, it starts drizzling, and you put the maths together thinking this is not going to end well. At the airport, it was the wish that we would have a location where we could just give it the beans, but then since we drove the Green Monster, we were kindly asked to go do these things somewhere else. So no offense taken, but we often are short of a good location. And when we go about on public roads, obviously we try our utmost best to adhere to the rules and the authorities, and we don't want to endanger the lives of any people or our own. And also, you don't know, going around a corner in these cars at certain speeds, I mean, they're capable of that, but on a road that is predestined to be raced upon, and not a road where maybe a tractor spilled some diesel on before, and then you get wrapped around a tree and look like a Christmas decoration. So we try and avoid that thought. But yes, that is what lengthens the production, and it's not always that easy, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. This is making me scream.
sack of nuts, baby.
You gotta know your gun. Any Novitec clothing or accessories in the making, any new Novitec clothing? Yes and yes. Very good question, because we are working on expanding our collection of merchandise extensively. From the caps and shirts that we already have, we are working on some hoodies, and we're also going to, as we said, expand that a bit more. As a matter of fact, for those in the know, this is a little surprise. It's not just what you can wear. There are some additions to our merchandise, but let's just get to that point of merchandise and design. Since we're still in the conceptual phase of what we are going to do, and if any one of you are really good designers, then feel free to drop us a line in our Instagram account and let us know. Maybe if you've got some cool designs, you're welcome to send them over. Who knows, they might just end up on a pulley. When will the McLaren 720N Lago be reviewed? Very, very soon, in season number 2. We were a bit worried about what the weather was going to do, but I won't share too much because it is going to be a surprise. We fixed the weather thing, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Can you also visit some other companies at the Supercar Diaries? Yes, we can. We want to. We wanted to in season number 1, but due to Miss Corona coming along, we couldn't quite do that. So we have quite a few planned in season number 2. Looking forward to doing that. Obviously, if all is allowed, but yes, definitely planned to do so. What do you think about the new Maserati MC20? What do I think about the Maserati MC20? Personally, a huge fan of what Maserati does with the sound of their V8s. That quadruported Gran Turismo, the noise is beautiful. And since I came to Novitec, never driven a Maserati yet. Never drove one in my life before, so very excited about the MC20. It's not a V8, it's a V6, it's a mid-engined supercar, so it's going to be exciting. Quite frankly, not sure what exactly to expect. Not too bothered about the exhaust note. Probably is going to be great, but we are going to do our own fix on that, and that is certainly going to sound absolutely awesome. So very excited about driving that car. First of experience, it'll probably be a very exceptional car. Speaking of which, we need to get one very soon. Don't you want to let us know in the comments what color we should get? Blue, red, gray, or black? Let us know in the comments, because who knows, maybe we just follow your choice. Do you guys have a showroom? Yes, we do, and I'm sitting in one of them. This is where our Aperta does a little hibernation number. And as a matter of fact, on that side is another showroom. And why don't we actually just take the camera and go and have a look at that. Ugh. Come on, son. There we go. So here you can see, there was something on the ground. So here we go, this is our showroom. The other showroom, try and give you the widest picture possible here, where we have a couple of beauties. This our Senna, of course. McLaren GT. The Ferrari 812 and Lago. And here we go, the Ferrari 488 Pista. Now, we know that some of you guys said you wanted to see a video of this. So that's going to happen in season number 2. Now, if you guys did want to come and visit us and want to come and see any of these cars, you're welcome. Just pop in anytime during office hours and you can have a look. So, and with that, we conclude our final episode of Series 1 of the Supercar Diaries. And we just want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much to each and every one of you guys who have participated in making this happen. We only started this in September, and it was a crazy thing to do that this year, but we did it nevertheless, and we loved every minute of it. We enjoyed all the comments, even some of the nasty ones, some of the difficult ones, but they make us grow and improve. So thank you, and keep them coming. Please give us your suggestions, what you'd like us to show in the next season of Supercar Diaries, because we are going to continue from around about mid-January in 2021. Looking forward to that. Leave us some comments, and until then, we wish you guys an absolutely fantastic time around Christmas and New Year's with your family. Stay safe, God bless, and see you in 2021. Cheers.